It's been over 30 years since they danced into our hearts in Scent of a Woman. Time has left its mark on these acting legends. See their emotional journey then and now. Al Pacino finally snagged his Oscar playing the blind Lieutenant Colonel Frank Slade, famously staying in character off camera and even injuring his cornea after falling into a bush. While continuing to headline films like The Irishman, he recently made headlines for welcoming a son at 83 and agreeing to a $30,000 monthly child support settlement. Chris O'Donnell beat out Matt Damon to play the innocent prep student Charlie Sims, a role that launched him into the Batsuit as Robin shortly after. Avoiding the typical Hollywood burnouts, he found stability on the small screen, recently wrapping a lucrative 14-year run as Callan on NCIS, Los Angeles, while raising 5 children. Gabrielle Anwar immortalized herself in cinematic history with that 3-minute tango, though she later admitted Pacino stepped on her toes throughout the shoot. She later dominated television in Burn Notice and Once Upon a Time, and now enjoys a glamorous life in Miami, married to restaurateur Sharif Malnik and advocating for environmental causes. Philip Seymour Hoffman delivered a slimy performance as the privileged George Willis Jr. before evolving into one of his generation's most respected actors with an Oscar for Capote. Tragically, his immense talent was cut short by a severe addiction battle, leading to a fatal combined drug intoxication in his Manhattan apartment in 2014. James Rebhorn was the ultimate character actor, perfectly cast here as the stern headmaster Trask, who threatens Charlie's future. With over 100 credits including Independence Day, he worked consistently until the end, despite suffering from melanoma. Before passing away in 2014, he famously penned his own touching obituary, emphasizing his love for his family. Bradley Whitford had a small role as Randy before finding massive success as Josh Lyman on The West Wing. He successfully pivoted to horror with Get Out and The Handmaid's Tale, earning 3 Emmys along the way. Today, he remains highly active in Hollywood and uses his platform for outspoken political activism. Richard Venture played Frank's exasperated brother, W.R. Slade, adding tension to the chaotic Thanksgiving dinner scene. A veteran of theater and screen with credits in All the President's Men, he retired from acting in the early 2000s to live a quiet life in Connecticut before passing away in 2017. Ron Eldard appeared briefly as Officer Gore, the cop charmed by Slade during the Ferrari joyride. He later built a gritty resume with roles in Black Hawk Down and Sleepers. Recently, he starred in the indie thriller Higher Power and continues to work steadily while keeping his personal life completely off the radar. Frances Conroy played the modest Christine Downs long before becoming a television matriarch in 6 Feet Under. Known for her distinct eye, caused by a car accident, she became a staple in Ryan Murphy's American Horror Story anthology, consistently delivering unsettling performances and most recently voicing characters in the animated film Nimona. June Squibb played the grandmotherly Mrs. Hunsaker decades before achieving mainstream fame. She defied Hollywood ageism by earning an Oscar nomination at 84 for Nebraska and, incredibly, landed her first lead action role in 2024's Thelma, performing her own scooter stunts and proving she is unstoppable in her 90s. Sally Murphy portrayed Karen Slade, the niece trying to maintain peace during the explosive Thanksgiving dinner. Primarily a stage powerhouse, she originated the role of Ivy in August, Osage County on Broadway. Recently, she returned to high-stakes family drama with a recurring role on HBO's hit series Succession. Mansoor Najiullah played Ahmed, the limo driver whom Pacino famously calls "my man." This remained his only significant film credit, as he largely vanished from the entertainment industry shortly after the film's release. He stepped away from the spotlight entirely, leaving his performance as the loyal chauffeur as his singular Hollywood legacy. An Duong appeared as Sophia, the woman observing the tango, but she is far better known in the art world. A former model and muse for Julian Schnabel, she established herself as a respected painter known for self-portraits. She continues to exhibit her work globally while making rare cameo appearances in fashion-centric films. Nicholas Sadler played the smirking student Harry Havemeyer, perfectly capturing the elitist attitude of the prep school. While he continued acting in horror films like Hellraiser, Inferno, he eventually pivoted behind the camera. He now works as a creative director in Los Angeles, focusing on branding and design rather than on-screen performance. Todd Luizzo played Trent Potter, one of the witnesses to the prank. He became a cult favorite as the timid record store clerk in High Fidelity before transitioning to the director's chair. He directed the acclaimed Love Liza starring Philip Seymour Hoffman and continues to balance directing indie films with character acting roles. Rochelle Oliver played Gretchen, one of the tense relatives enduring Frank's insults at the dinner table. A dedicated stage actress and respected acting teacher at HB Studio, she spent decades training the next generation of performers. She has since retired from the screen, living a quiet life away from the industry's glare. Francie Swift had a blink and you'll miss it role as a flight attendant before landing her signature role as the cold socialite Anne Archibald in Gossip Girl. She became a reliable television presence with recurring spots on The Good Wife and Outsiders, continuing to play upper-crust characters with icy precision on New York-based productions. Leonard Gaines played Freddie Bisco, the hotel concierge who helps arrange Frank's female companionship. Known for his distinct voice and comedic timing, he appeared in The King of Comedy and episodes of Seinfeld. He retired to Las Vegas in his later years and passed away in 2016, leaving behind a niche legacy of character work.